This season, StarTimes is bringing more value to you and your loved ones with Ramadan Upgrade promo. Recharge now and enjoy inspiring Islamic programs on Ikra TV, Sunnah TV, and many more. You can also enjoy top Filipino series, Gangs of Manila, which begins 1st of March, plus other great content. That's not all. Recharge 1 month on Nova Bouquet and get upgraded to Basic Bouquet. Recharge 1 month on Basic Bouquet and get upgraded to Classic Bouquet. Recharge 1 month on Classic Bouquet and get upgraded to Super Bouquet. Recharge 1 month on Super Bouquet and enjoy 5 days extra on us. Promo begins February 24th and ends March 31st. This Ramadan, enjoy more entertainment, get more knowledge, and receive more blessings. Hurry now! Recharge and upgrade with StarTimes. Ramadan Mubarak.
There is a place very close to you, a place easily accessible in a serene environment with adequate security. Ade Super Hotels Limited is the place with the state-of-the-art facility, spacious car park, air-conditioned rooms and suites with modern toilet facilities, standard swimming pool, well-stocked indoor and outdoor baths, boardroom for corporate meetings, halls for all kinds of events and parties, a gymnasium equipped with up-to-date facilities, restaurants that provide local and continental dishes with special services for banquet and buffet. Laundry services are also available. At Ade Super Hotels Limited, you are assured of 24 hours power supply as well as best ever reception that you can imagine. Ade Super Hotel is located at Elisha Road, PO Box 3028, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 0803 440 4358, 034 206 855. Email adesuperhotels@yahoo.com. Website www.adesuperhotels.com. Ade Super Hotels Limited, hotel with passion for maximum comfort.
Ramadan Mubarak. This season, StarTimes is bringing more value to you and your loved ones with Ramadan Upgrade promo. Recharge now and enjoy inspiring Islamic programs on Ikra TV, Sunnah TV, and many more. You can also enjoy top Filipino series, Gangs of Manila, which begins 1st of March, plus other great content. That's not all. Recharge 1 month on Nova Bouquet and get upgraded to Basic Bouquet. Recharge 1 month on Basic Bouquet and get upgraded to Classic Bouquet. Recharge 1 month on Classic Bouquet and get upgraded to Super Bouquet. Recharge 1 month on Super Bouquet and enjoy 5 days extra on us. Promo begins February 24th and ends
welcome to you on the Nigerian Television Authority, Nta Akure, the dynamic station, and on the program Weekend Grill, where we celebrate people, culture, and events. It is a double celebration today, as Weekend Grill brings to you various packages on the Eid al-Fitr celebration in Akure, and the Mothering Sunday are celebrated at St. Thomas's Church, Isikon. Also, we will bring to you the final funeral outing service of the mother of one of NTA's administrative staff, late Mrs. Oladuni Alake, held in Igbara Odo Ekiti. These and more after this short break. I'm Ife Oluwa Omoshile. The Chief Imam of Akure, Alhaji Abdulhakeem Yaye Akorede, has called on government at all levels to intensify efforts in strengthening security and addressing rising food prices across the country. Speaking in Akure at the Eid al-Fitr celebration, which marks the end of this year's Ramadan, emphasized the need for urgent measures to safeguard lives and properties while also tackling the economic hardship affecting many Nigerians. Kayode Olorundare reports.
The chief imam of Akure, Alhaji Abdulhakeem Yayi Akurede, in his message expressed deep concern over the rising insecurity in Nigeria, describing it as worrisome while offering prayers for peace and stability in Ondo State and the nation at large. He urged the government to take immediate and decisive action to curb the menace, ensuring that Nigerians can sleep peacefully without fear. Acknowledging the ongoing efforts of the government and security agencies in tackling insecurity, the chief imam, however, called for the adoption of enhanced security measures in line with international best practices to address the persistent challenges.
The leaders, most especially the government, to please do something necessary about the security, because if our lives and our properties are secured, things will go well. But if you are not secure, definitely we are in problem. So we want to appeal to them to please, the way they secure themselves there in the house, please, we want the same thing for Nigerians.
Some Muslim women described waking up early to prepare meals during Ramadan as an act of worship, believing it comes with spiritual rewards from Allah, which they are willing to uphold.
We did not restrict ourselves to the kitchen, to the cooking alone in the month of Ramadan. So we ought to wake up early to make our supplications, to make our dua. So we are going to have reward for the dua and reward for the cooking too.
The month has been a very rewarding and eventful one. We have learned a lot. Even before the month of Ramadan, we as Muslims are enjoined to always supplicate, but we do it more in the month of Ramadan. And it has given us the opportunity to serve Allah, to pray to Allah, to supplicate to Allah for more enduring and everlasting reward.
Ramadan is just to remind us of what we need to know about the Islam, most especially how to live with our neighbor, how to be a good person in the society. We should be someone that people can refer to, regardless of what happened, and always be upright, and remember that we are going to leave this world one day.
Islamic clerics also urged believers to continue practicing the teachings of Allah as emphasized during Ramadan in accordance with the Holy Quran. In Akure, Kayode Olorundare, NTA News.
Governor of Ondo State, Dr. Lucky Orimisaye Datiwa, has congratulated the Muslim community in Ondo State as they celebrated their Fitri, imploring them to rekindle their commitment to unity and love for fellow residents. Governor Datiwa congratulated Muslims for successfully completing the holy month of Ramadan, a period dedicated to fasting, prayer, reflection, and service to community. In a press statement signed by the Chief Press Secretary, Ebenezer Adeniyo, the governor urged the Muslim Ummah to use the celebration to reflect on the lessons of Ramadan and continue to embody the virtues of peace, love, compassion, and self-discipline cultivated during Ramadan. The governor prayed that this year's Eid al-Fitr will bring blessings, peace, and prosperity for all Muslim faithful, expressing optimism for a sustained peaceful coexistence in the state, while thanking Muslim clerics and leaders across the state for their support and prayers for his administration. The governor promised to continue to provide conducive environment for religious harmony in the state. Still on Eid al-Fitr celebration, President Bola Tinubu today joined Muslim faithful at the National Prayer Ground, Abuja, for the Eid al-Fitr Salah, marking the end of this year's Ramadan fast. President Tinubu implores faithful to carry on the spirit of giving and other lessons learned in the month of Ramadan.
With thousands of faithful flanking the entrance of the National Prayer Ground, the President arrived into the waiting hands of Vice President Kashim Shettima, Deputy President of the Senate Barau Jibrin, and the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu. It was a signal for the commencement of a two-standing Salah prayer. The presiding Imam, Sheikh Abdul Qadir Salman Sholagberu, spelled out the conditions for the Muslim Ummah to obtain the benefits inherent in Ramadan in full. These he itemized to include continuation in godliness and kindness even after the holy month. He prayed for strength and wisdom for the presidents and other leaders to take the country to higher heights. And for President Bola Tinubu, charity as practiced by Muslims in the month should not only be in Ramadan.
We should give thanks to Almighty Allah. We saw the beginning, we started together, and we are ending together in good health and in happiness. In prayers for our country, for all our people. We should continue the good deed as taught by the holy month of Ramadan. Care for the vulnerable, the orphans, the less privileged, everything that we have observed. We should not revert to the path that is not acceptable with the teaching of this man.
In Abuja, Musbah and Wahab, NC News.
Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu felicitates Muslims across the country as they mark the end of Ramadan 1446 AH. In her message congratulating them for successfully observing the holy month, the First Lady prays that Almighty Allah accepts their fast, supplications and good deeds and reward them abundantly for their dedication and sacrifice. She urges them to make the celebration a time of empathy, love, unity and compassion towards one another, and continue to uphold the values of peace, tolerance and generosity that Islam preaches. While wishing them a joyful celebration, she prays that the blessings of Ramadan bring harmony to our country and strengthen the bond that unites us as one people. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Nta Akure, on behalf of the Federal Executive Council, FEC, prays for a successful and harmonious Eid-el-Fitr celebration, felicitating with Nigerians, particularly the Muslim faithful, on the completion of fasting in the holy month of Ramadan and the joyous occasion of the Eid-el-Fitr celebration. SGF urges Nigerians to use the period of the celebration to reflect on the essence of fasting and lessons of the Eid-el-Fitr, which include steadfastness, charity, love and tolerance for peaceful coexistence and harmonious relationships, irrespective of tribes and faith. He enjoins Nigerians to continue to pray for the continued success of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. And still on Eid-el-Fitr celebration, the mood in town was that of celebration as Muslim faithful in Akure gathered to round off their fast with prayers and thanksgiving. Adedoyin Adefila has details.
That was the mood of Muslim faithful in Akure as they appreciated their Maker for witnessing the 2025-29 days Ramadan period. Some clerics who are expressing their happiness at witnessing the celebration of the Eid festival gave thanks to Allah for a successful Ramadan period.
This festival is called Eid-ul-Fitr, and it's a festival that marks the end of Ramadan month. We have started about 29 days ago, and now we are concluding it. So people are happy, we are happy.
Chief Imam Gaga Community Alhaji Yusuf Agbesinga, while speaking about the significance of the festival, encouraged Muslim faithful to spread love and give to people around them.
Muslims all over the world, what we are expecting from you at the end of the Ramadan is to make sure you love everybody, you love one another, you love your leaders. We should desist from cursing our leaders, being political leader, being religious leader, being our kings or whosoever is our leader. We should stop cursing them. We should be praying for everybody. Whosoever there today, when we pray for them, then it will be easy to the community.
Some Muslim faithful also expressed their views on the celebration of Ramadan.
Feel fine. I feel fine. I feel happy because today is a special day for us, we Muslims. Because almost proud of the world we are celebrating Eid al-Fitr today. So, tune of this, I have to be very happy and peacefully.
The Muslim Ummah, however, look forward to another Ramadan celebration. In Akure, Adedoyin Adefila, NTA News.
Let's join Adedoyin Adefila for stories from the entertainment world.
In a recent Mother's Day special interview with the popular Nigerian actress Iyabo Ojo, a single mother, she openly discussed the challenges of raising her children while balancing her career. She spoke about teaching her children early, emphasizing the importance of discipline and education. The actress also expressed immense pride in her children's achievements, particularly her son's graduation from a Turkish university. While encouraging younger actresses to focus on hard work and not just beauty, the Yoruba actress emphasized the importance of setting goals and working towards them, rather than living life by chance. For entertainment news, I am Adedoyin Adefila.
Up next is sports update with Oche Ngbede.
Let's begin by telling you that as part of the initiative of fine-tuning the team ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying series, which resumes in September, the National Sports Commission has confirmed that the Super Eagles went back on a training camp and played 3 international friendlies during the June 2025 window. According to the chairman Shehu Diko, the window is a crucial opportunity to reset, mold and perfect the team after a shaky start to their qualifying campaigns. Nigerians' hopes of reaching the 2026 World Cup suffer a blow following a 1-1 draw with Zimbabwe, which left them fourth in their group with just 7 points. Still on football, UEFA has launched investigation into Real Madrid stars Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Rudiger and Ceballos for alleged misconduct after the UEFA Champions League victory over Atletico Madrid. Reports suggest that the players' celebrations have crossed the line, prompting disciplinary scrutiny ahead of Madrid's quarter-final clash with Arsenal. To athletics, as the World Athletics says, it will introduce a cheek swab test to confirm biological sex in female athletes who wish to compete in the women's category at international events. The test, approved by the Council, is designed to protect the integrities of women's sport and will likely debut at the World Championship in Tokyo this September. World number 1 IS Sabalenka, fresh from a Miami Open triumph Saturday, says her consistent form this season is her ability of mastering a temper which has once plagued her performances. Sabalenka added Miami to the title she won at Brisbane by beating American Jessica Pegula 7-5-6-2 at the Hard Rock Stadium. The Belarusians has also featured in the final of the Australian Open and Indian Wells, but show her increasing maturity by handling a roller coaster first set where she was broken 3 times by Pegula. Meanwhile, Novak Djokovic will face unseeded Czech player Jubok in Sunday's final following his shock victory over American Taylor Fritz in Friday's semi-final. First seed Djokovic, who is currently 37 years and 10 months, is the oldest ATP Master 1000 finalist, facing 19-year-old Mesic, with a Czech teenager reaching the first final of a Masters event. With Sports Update, Oche Ngbede, NTA News.
This is Weekend Grill, where we celebrate people, culture and events. We shall be back in a moment. Please stay with us.
0. Okay. If I win you, something will come out.
Don't play with me. Fast ball. Ah. You know what? You go something.
Bro.
Now we got this man.
Keep the banter going with Glow. Borrow me credit or data. Dial star 303 hash to borrow airtime or data and pay later.
Is it ready?
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high speed data. Glow Unlimited.
You're welcome back. You can also watch us on our social media handles, Facebook at Nta Akure and on YouTube at Nta Akure. The English and Yoruba congregations of St. Thomas's Church, Nta Akure, have celebrated Women's Day with a Mothering Sunday service to appreciate God for His goodness over the women of the church, while asking for His continuous protection over them. Helen Nundubisi, who covered the celebration, reports that this year's Mothering Sunday saw overwhelming participation from church members.
Was filled with children gathered to pay their last respects at the
Mothering Sunday celebration is a cherished tradition that brings together church members in celebration of the remarkable impact of women in the society. In this year's celebration, the vicar of St. Thomas's Church, Isikan, Venerable Thompson Akimboro, said the sermon of the day was converted into a playlet about the home and the role of mothers to give a true representation of a mother.
The two playlets centered on home, where we can see the mother, a pregnant woman, right from pregnancy to delivery, the childhood to the adulthood. We only see the picture of the mother. We now ask, where is the father? We couldn't really see what the role of a father at home.
Various short playlets showcasing the everyday struggle of women and their resilience towards conquering them through the exceptional performances was staged by the different groups of the church.
This woman,
couples of the church with the longest years of marital experiences shared their experiences and advised the younger ones on ways to steer their marriage towards the path of success.
They must be able to know or determine that they are going to make their marriage work. Thank you, and I am sorry. Those 2 days keep marriage afloat.
Members of the congregation joined the mothers in thanking God for His grace over their lives. Some mothers in attendance were happy and glad to witness this year's Mothering Sunday.
I pray that the one we are doing this year, the Mothering Sunday this year, will never be the last for every one of us in Jesus' name.
I feel good to be a mother indeed. I'm happy and I thank God for sparing my life to see these days.
Worship God and serve God according to the will of God.
Special renditions were also offered to appreciate the sacrifices of mothers.
From Nta, we are saying Happy Mother's Day to every wonderful mother out there. And now the news continues as we will be taking some colorful burial ceremonies. Your good works are in the hands of the Lord. Be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the works of God, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. These were the words of admonition by Venerable Olabode Otenaike at the final funeral of late Mrs. Victoria Alake at St. James Anglican Church, Igbara Odo, Ekiti State. Kayode Olorundare was at the funeral service. Reports that one of the sons of the deceased, Olugbenga Adedayo, is a staff of the Nigerian Television Authority, Nta Akure.
Odo Ekiti State was filled with children, family members, friends, and well-wishers who gathered to pay their last respects at the funeral service of their late matriarch, Mama Victoria Oladuni Alake. Delivering the sermon, Venerable Olabode Otenaike urged Mama's children to uphold the virtues of their late mother, whom he described as a woman of peace, sacrifice, and dedication.
If a woman is so constant, with our excesses, with our privacy, with our special attitude, she's still relevant to all. Then that means the focus of that woman is Jesus Christ. When your focus is Jesus Christ, you will be a vessel unto honor. You will add value to life. You will contribute to progress. You will want success of every person around you. God will take care of the children.
In a solemn yet thankful mood, the congregation joined the children in the Thanksgiving session, celebrating the impactful and exemplary life Mama Oladuni lived. Following the service, her body was laid to rest at her residence on Okeolua Street, Igbaraudo, Ekiti. The final burial rites, including the symbolic dust-to-dust rites, were performed as loved one bid her her final farewell.
She doesn't want anybody to lack. Is there anything concerning food? My mother can give you, even the ones you are supposed to eat in her own house, she will give it to you. I remember when I was hawking rice then. If my money is not complete, maybe somebody buy credit from me. My mom is somebody buy credit too. Let me go and collect the money. Just leave them. Don't worry. Leave them. They will let them eat. And she's so devoted to church, exactly church activities.
I really love my mommy very well because she's a very good woman and very hardworking woman. She trains all the children, all of us. She trains us very well in a good life, to live a good life.
She can put a good hand for you, just for you to be successful in anything you want to do. Even if it's got to cost her that she go to debt, she just make sure that everything you want to do is be fulfilled and satisfied. And I will miss her feel like, so come back home with the good friend. I will miss that thing also.
She's a pleasant woman. She came, she saw, she conquered. Even though it's saddening that it's when things are getting on a bright side that she left this side of the world. But the Bible says in all things we should give thanks.
Ó jẹ́ obìnrin kan tó yẹ pé obìnrin téèyàn fi ń tọrọ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run because ó kó yàn mọ́ra àtẹ̀bí àtàrà àtọ̀rẹ́ ló kó mọ́ra.
Afterward, the family hosted a reception in her honor, where guests were treated to food, drinks, and live music, making the occasion a celebration of her remarkable life. Born on January 13, 1951, Mama Victoria Oladuni hailed from the family of Pa Daniel Muyide of Agbole Ijisun Iruni Obirikoto quarters, with a mother from Agbole Elemo Inisakwetu quarters in Igbaraudo, Ekiti. She began her education at St. Thomas Primary School, Akure, but was unable to continue due to financial constraints. She later moved to Lagos, where she worked for a few years before returning home to care for her aging mother and established her business. Fondly known as Mama Owo, she was an active community member and played key roles in her church, including serving on the Harvest Committee and as Chief Otunwashi Obìnrin Ìjọ since 1986. Mama Victoria Oladuni passed away on March 11, 2025. She is survived by children and grandchildren, including Gbenga Adedayo, a staff of the Administrative Department of Nta Akure.
And that area report concludes Weekend Grill tonight. Join us next time, same station next week, for another exciting package of Weekend Grill. Good evening.
Abound everywhere. When you're looking for a cozy, comfortable, lovely, and environment that we